Atlanta?
Nah, they from Gwinnett.
Oh. Okay.
But I mess with them though. Them my boys.
What up, what up? This is the Voice of NAWF podcast. I am your host, Phil, aka Dr. Feel Good. Pass it on to my dog.
Boy, Jonte, aka TV.
Tease. I was gonna do that.
That was hard. I like that. We're gonna have to do that like this episode.
Like an announcer.
And it is Yasmin Renee here.
You didn't do your laugh.
I can't do it.
Okay, so first of all, how was you guys' Thanksgivings?
It was good.
What'd you do? Did you go out of the country?
Yeah, right? No.
Oh. Okay.
I just went to my mom's house.
Okay.
Like around the corner, actually. No, but we had Thanksgiving there. This is my first Thanksgiving I actually cooked because I was like, okay, are we getting at that age where I just can't bring drinks anymore, you know? Like, can't bring the napkins and plates, you know, stuff that nobody needs. So
Right.
it's like, I guess I'll cook this year.
Yeah, so you cooked. What did you cook?
I made the yams.
Okay.
I tried to pick something that like isn't big, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not the macaroni and cheese, but it's not like, you know, the cranberry sauce.
You put cinnamon in it?
No.
Was it a hit?
I did. It was good. My first time doing yams, it was good.
Oh, the first time?
It was my first time. It was so good. So,
alright.
you know.
That's lit.
I did see something where this auntie, who showed me this? The auntie was going off on her niece because she put cream cheese in the macaroni and cheese, and she was like, "Well, I was trying something new." She said, "Well, don't try it on Thanksgiving.
Don't try. Everybody eats.
Yeah, nah, you can't. Nah, you can't.
That's a personal. You try that at the crib.
Nah, you gotta have at least 3 runs with 3 groups of people.
Right. You gotta have a few
To be selected.
tasters.
For it to go good. You can't just be like, man, I'm just gonna see if this work.
You gotta have a few tasters.
Not
Right.
Thanksgiving, not at the Black Thanksgiving. You
Uh-huh.
gotta be critical, like who is bringing what and why.
And who? Look, smelling it.
I remember her macaroni last year. Y'all let her make it again.
She always do it like that.
What happened to the way she used to do it?
I enjoyed my Thanksgiving. I went to New
Well, you
Orleans.
was in that boot.
Yeah, man. My parents wanted to go see the Falcons game, the Falcons and the Saints, and it was our Bayou Classic. My college, GSU, was having Grambling. You feel me?
Did y'all win?
It was our, what do you call that, rival game with Southern University. Who win, who lose, that doesn't really matter.
So y'all lost.
But I went and I had fun.
Hey, did y'all win? No.
I had
we saw the band.
I had me some crawfish platters.
We saw some crawfish platter.
You feel me? I had me some po' boys.
Okay.
I had some brothers chicken.
And I saw a lot of it on, you was posting a lot. Because, I mean, that's what you do when you out.
Right.
But do you think sometimes people post too much stuff, just in general? Just talking about social media. Do you think people post too much sometimes?
No.
No? Shit.
No.
Okay.
What do you mean?
It's like a woman though?
No, this is like a.
Oh yeah, you're a socialite. I forgot.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, it just depends on what you're posting, though. I mean, and if it's for a purpose.
So when we're talking about
No.
when we talk about posting, do you mean okay? So there's what now in Instagram. There's the different types of posting. Now you got story posts.
Right.
You got post posts like
Right.
regular.
Oh, man.
Right.
So are you talking about story posts or just
I'm
in
talking
general?
about all posts.
All posts.
Okay.
All posts. You should be like, it's Instagram, you should be posting non-stop.
Okay. So you should be posting nonstop. So do you believe that people's posts have made it kind of like a fallacy? Like things that they're posting is
Not real.
So, I mean, not real, but okay, so there's a difference between somebody who's doing it for a purpose, like if you have your own business or you're a model or whatever, and you're really trying to make it, or are you just posting just for likes?
I mean, either way, it's still, I feel like all posting is good posting.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they say, you know, all publicity is good publicity. Like, you're still talking or you're still watching me.
Mm-hmm.
If you see, like, the way Instagram is now, Instagram has made so many different opportunities for so many people. Like, literally, people have made careers off of just Instagram, off of getting likes. It's people who get money literally just off of a like, off of a picture. It's ridiculous, but it's a career. But then again, it's like, no matter what you're doing on Instagram, I feel like you should always be posting, just because you never know who can see your post.
Mm-hmm.
People may not like your post. People may not go full into it. They may not comment at any post but they're watching you. Mm-hmm. And you can tell, because now Instagram, you're able to change your account to business. Mm-hmm. And you're able to see how many people view your page. Mm-hmm. So, for example, my page is 11,000. I get like 200 likes. So y'all, you're watching me. You know what I'm saying? You're still watching me. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it adds to, you know.
So you think they be hating?
I don't think it's hating, because I do it too. I mean, I still
you hate too?
No, I'm saying, like, I don't necessarily engage 100% on Instagram. Like, for example, if I see a picture and I'm like, okay, that's a nice picture, I might go back like, oh, I didn't like it, let me go like it. Mm-hmm. Just so, you know, I don't know why, but, and then sometimes I just scroll past like, oh, I don't care today.
Right.
So it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Really don't
exactly.
care.
Sometimes you really just on Instagram to pass time, but I feel like a lot of people take it way too deep. Like, why do you care what that person is, you know what I'm saying, posting, or how many times? Why is that annoying you? You know?
Well, see, I think it just becomes annoying when you can't see nothing else. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
Like
somebody.
If you're going down the timeline and you see
the same person.
The same person.
Much? I mean, I guess it depends how bad she is, cause.
But whoever, like, nah, it's just too much sometimes. It's too much.
Okay, so.
To me.
So for people, let's just say.
And then people don't need to know your every fucking move.
They really don't.
Cause that's how you get robbed.
Okay, so from let's just say from a woman's perspective, how do you care about the amount of likes that you get per post? Like, say you got a photo shoot that you do, and you say, this picture, oh, this is probably the best I ever looked in my whole life.
I should get.
Let me post this.
I should get.
And then 30 minutes go by, and you got 5 likes. How do you feel?
I mean, that happens all the time. For me, I think it's a little different, just because I don't post pictures for my followers. I post pictures to get booked.
Oh, okay.
To get money. I don't post pictures for my followers. I know my followers. I know half of them. Like, they know me. Like, you know, so I don't post for them. Like, you guys know how I look. You see me, good and bad, whatever. But I post for the people who I want to be booked by, and for the people who come to my page that don't know me and things like that. I don't post for people who know me, because, to be honest, I'm not trying to sound rude, but I really don't care.
Okay. That makes sense.
Those likes, you know?
That makes sense.
Because I know some girls, they do care about likes, and I mean, sometimes I have had to have it all the time where I'm like, okay, this picture, I'm about to get 500 for real this time. And I get like 2, and I'm like, dang, maybe my hair wasn't right.
Hey, that's exaggeratory. You've never got 2 likes within.
I said I'm at like 200.
Oh my.
Like 500, 200.
Yo, so how do you feel about, since we're on the social media, how do you feel about, like, the people you follow versus the people that follow you? Like, do y'all keep track of that?
I do.
Yeah,
I got the app.
Niggas got the app.
I look, if I followed you, you get a certain amount of time to follow me back. If you don't, I don't like you anymore.
And you gonna get unfollowed.
I hate you.
You know, me and my friends had this conversation. It was lasted all day. We were just talking about that. And one of our friends didn't have the app. And she got the app. She was like, oh, it's some fake ass.
No, what app is it? Because I don't have the app.
It's hella apps. Damn,
no, it is. Like, it's probably like.
I need to get an app.
Yeah, probably.
Check.
And you gonna be mad.
No, because literally my followers have went down, like, seriously, like this past 2 weeks, like 60. I lost 60 followers.
From what?
I don't know.
You don't have a baby or a boyfriend.
That's what I'm like.
A baby make you lose followers?
No, for real.
Hey, babies and boyfriends.
Boyfriends definitely.
You can get
But not a
200.
baby.
If
Yep,
she's
babies
pregnant.
too.
If
Babies
she's pregnant, they
Hey,
unfollow.
I don't want to keep seeing
Well,
you
women, okay.
on your belly. I'm not.
But she gonna be back who she was.
She may.
Most likely.
I mean, if you Instagram, you'll be back.
If you Instagram, you back.
You'll be back.
Bro, that is funny. But me and my friends did have this exact conversation. And one of my homegirls was like, y'all be liking people's pictures. I like this girl picture and she don't follow me back. Da, 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 da. And I was like, yo, you really didn't know? Like, niggas didn't have the app.
Hey, so another thing that's always interesting to me is Instagram posting while people are traveling, and I'm talking about traveling out of the country. Just because to black people, traveling is like, oh, they travel. They
Traveling is nice.
They rich.
Yeah. They got it.
Boy, she out of the country
That boy-
every month.
That boy got a bag.
They must do something. What she do? What they do. But, and Drake said this, and I believe it really happens. People who travel mostly, it's mostly women who do this. You can verify or not verify this. Save pictures to post them at a later date. So it makes them look like they are still where they were.
I do that all the time.
Oh.
90% of my pictures on Instagram.
Okay.
Be from
No. I don't mean like local. I mean abroad.
Oh, you mean like me going to France
Yeah,
taking pictures
I mean
2 months
abroad.
ago, posting them today like
What
with
Drake
Yes.
said,
Yes.
I know a girl who posts pictures.
Yeah.
To
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Okay. I just wanted. Well, I mean, I knew that was true. The other one because my sister did it not too long ago. She just posted and just saved and she
Yeah.
I can't post.
It just saves so much time.
You said saves time?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's just something that like I don't have to look cute every day. I can just look cute this one day and take so many pictures, change up my hair, change up my lipstick, just make it look like it's different days.
So can you?
That's why.
And the reason why is because people's attention spans are so like short now, and people really don't remember like what you wore or this and that. Like they don't remember. People still probably think she got short hair, and a lot of stuff just because they and unless she posts something again. So if she posts today and she got long hair and she posts again in a week. They'll forget.
They'll be like, oh yeah, that's a fire outfit.
I can wear the same exact thing.
Same exact thing.
Picture be side by side. But then if you don't go to my page, you won't know that.
Right.
But you seen it on your feed, you won't know.
So has all this distorted our vision of people in general?
Traveling wise?
Traveling wise, just posting wise, just everything. Like, do we feel people really travel like that, or is it has traveling become like a fad now?
Depends on who you follow.
Okay.
Depends on who you follow. If you follow the Instagram girls who say they still out there, then yeah, it would look like that. But normal people, I don't think they post like they on a vacation all the time. Like you said, they might do it on like, you know what I'm saying, on some modeling type stuff. Like, but not on vacation all the time.
Well, I'm going to Peru, and I'm posting because last time when I went to Colombia,
You talking about when you almost drowned?
I ain't almost drowned. That was I was regular.
You almost.
I was regular?
I
What does
wish.
that mean?
I think I screen recorded that. I'm gonna find that.
No. What I was doing was I went out into the middle of. We went to this island, and I went out to the middle, and I was basically recording myself as I was like treading water, but I didn't have no like life jacket on or nothing. But I could swim, Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
So
it
it was
swallowed like a gallon of water.
I didn't have
That shit was so funny.
I show you after this. He like, he's
He
like,
said, this is how. And then there's the next snap. Nah, that's
You
what
said
you
this
go.
was in Colombia?
I enjoyed your snaps though, because you post about you know what I'm saying. You showed everything else. You were showing your damn face too, but
well,
you
that's
showed
that.
everything.
Mostly, what I was trying to do is just show people what it's like. Just cause I mean, there's different perceptions of where you go, whatever. So if you show it what it's actually like, then you can get another perspective. But well, when I go, hopefully we got some type of service in Peru. I don't know.
I had a quick question.
Yeah.
When you go to places like, you know, you go overseas and stuff, when you go to places, I know I do it a little bit. Do you like search like how black people are over there so that when you travel it's not like, you know what I'm saying, you know
Well, yeah.
the race, like, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, my sisters and mom, they all went to Europe. They went on like a tour. Like, I don't know, they just went a lot of places. Rome, France, Amsterdam.
When they do that?
This was recent. This was like
This year?
August.
That's
Something like
crazy.
that. August, it was September. That's when it was, September, for my mom's birthday. So, one, there ain't no black people in Europe at all, pretty much. But I think women probably get treated a little better because since they haven't seen black women, and black women are just more beautiful, like they just have this more appealing look than what they just used to. So they probably get treated a little better. Black men, I'm not completely sure. Unless you like a rapper or something, then they probably or you look like you got a lot of money, they probably treat you a little different. Because remember, Oprah was over in, I believe, France, and they denied her. I think the bag is like $6,500 or something like that, and they asked her like, "Can you afford?" Look, basically, like, hey, the bags are, these bags are
Oprah
in your price range over here, miss. And then, I mean, it was a big thing, and they had to apologize and this and that. But yeah, but I believe you should though. I believe you should, whatever country you go to.
You should look at that.
Just
research
see,
how the black people act.
No, how they're treated.
Oh, how they're treated.
Yeah, how they're treated in these different countries. But Colombia was all black people.
I had a friend that went to Amsterdam and she was drinking coffee like with a friend at like a little table, and a guy came up to her and basically screamed like racial slurs at her and he spit on her.
In Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam, in the middle of a cafe.
I haven't heard nothing bad about Amsterdam, but
Why? Because they be high.
yeah, but I did hear. I had a few friends that went to Spain, and I heard Spain they be wanting to be next to you, like it's bad over there.
It's crazy how that carries over.
Yeah, they just see whatever is in
right.
the United States, and
Exactly.
they assume this is what it is because that's what they're shown.
Right.
They're shown all the, I mean, just like the news here. If you watch the news,
It's negative.
you're gonna see all the black people doing all the stuff.
Right.
So unless they,
Propaganda.
yeah, unless they see something or unless they search for something else, then they're gonna get whatever they want them to see, and it's the same exact thing.
Right.
Yeah, so we gotta change that, man. We gotta travel more, cause it's really not that hard.
It's
It's
not
not expensive.
It's not as expensive as people think.
My cousin just sent me a thing to our family group message talking about going to China for $299 round trip.
Round trip.
Round trip. I'll send it to you.
Y'all flying Air Hope.
Hope you get that.
I wish.
But I mean, I see deals like that all the time. So
I'm going to Africa too, pretty soon.
I'm like, I want to go to Africa, but
I
I'm
really want to go to
scared.
Africa.
I'm scared of what?
Cause I don't.
Lions?
No. Cause you know, like you said, you gotta research where you're going, you know, before you get there. So, would you research Africa? You would.
I mean, you can research Africa, but
Just because it's
you need to research like bugs in Africa, like.
So you don't feel like we're treated. You don't think that we're treated differently in Africa?
Nah. So I used to work in a hotel, and in a hotel, especially the big one, oh, you get two. So there's a lot of different races. So you can see how they think, and the only reason they act like they treat black people different is because they're here now. But if you're there, then everybody's black.
Right.
But yeah, but here they bring some type of this stigmas and they gotta this
just like Black Panther, like you think we ignorant and all that over there.
Exactly. So I would say you'll be fine. You just have to research. That's my biggest thing.
I just saw a video on Africa. Some guy was like, yo, it's like a bunch of stuff changing in the government, like they getting all the dictators out of a few countries. And,
I mean, it's time.
Like, stuff is really changing over there, so.
Hopefully.
Would y'all live over there? Would you? Yeah, scared to go over there.
I'm not scared to go. It's just I have to know a little bit more about it, because I personally don't know as much as I would like to know about Africa, especially being like an adult and young black woman. I don't know a lot about Africa, so I would like to go just to experience it, because we. Just like they're shown things from the United States, we're shown things about Africa as children. We're shown that they starve and they don't have as much resources. They don't have as much things. You see bugs on them. And it was just all negative growing up. So I didn't, I never really seen anything different on TV now. So I would just love to go just to get my own perspective of it.
Yeah, I mean it is a lot of that. But there are parts that look just like any city anywhere else.
Right.
There are parts that look like Wakanda for real. Like
really?
Probably not as much technology.
Right, that's the only thing. But the video the guy was watching, he was like, the internet might be a little slower and this and that, but everything else is like getting a whole lot better over in Africa.
And the good thing about being out of the country, you just see that the United States is just alright. Like, it's alright. We still treat it how we treat it here. And if you went to Africa, my only thing about going to Africa is I want to go. Right. But everybody else that I know is here. So it would kind of have to be like a Marcus Garvey type thing where everybody just picks up and goes, and we say F the United States.
So you gotta go with somebody?
Huh?
You gotta go with who do you have to go with? Does it have to be family?
No, that's what I'm saying. It will be mostly family, just because except when I get rich, just because that's an easy come and go. But to Africa is $1,000 a flight for real. So so you going? If you go, you're gonna be there for a minute.
Right. He like being in the United States.
Yeah, so that's the thing that hold on. So let me ask you, why do you think that is? Do you just think they're just used to this place? So. Like I'm just saying, like even going all the way to like Cali and stuff like that. People don't even want to do that. So you think it's just like they're just used to what they know, and it's just the fear factor of just going too far, or do you think the family is part of it?
I think it's a combination of all. I moved to LA, like last year. I moved to LA last year, and
I thought you were gone.
Right, me too. I moved last July, and I moved in a week. I literally quit my job. I was like, I'm going. Got a job out there in a week and left. And it was a great opportunity just because my family, they did come and they were able to see it. Would they ever move there? Probably not. Would my family ever? We moved here from New Jersey. But what people have to understand about moving is like, it's like a New Year's. Like, you know how on New Year's you just feel so new. Even though you're not new, you're literally the same person you was a couple hours ago. But because exact minutes ago. But because it's New Year's, I don't know, you just feel so new and refreshed. When you move, you feel that same thing. And I feel like a lot of people are so stuck, like they aren't stuck, they feel stuck. And they feel like, okay, I have to do this because I have to work this job and I have to be here. No, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. because when I moved, I realized so much about myself and about black people and about white people and about just everybody, family. And it's sad because it's just like people are so young and they feel so stuck. Like, I don't like, most of my friends, we don't have kids, we're not married, most of us aren't in relationships. It should be nothing for you to pick up and go. But it's just, you're scared. You're scared of that unknown. You're scared of not knowing what's going to happen if you do move. And I feel like that plays a big part of it. And I think a lot of people are, especially in Atlanta, I feel like a lot of people feel stuck like that too, just because of everything that's going on in Atlanta now.
Exactly.
So they just think Atlanta is just the place to be, and why do I need to move?
Right.
Basically.
It's like the Black Mecca.
Which it is.
Yes, because
and I love it down
here.
here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I really do. Like I always said, I can't really see myself living nowhere else in the South, but Atlanta or maybe Houston.
Right.
Or not, but really New Orleans too. New Orleans is lit.
No, I just want to go somewhere where you can have 3 wives.
Oh Lord.
He tried to have some ho.
No. I said wives.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You don't call my wife.
Civil women.
Hey, bro, you gotta have to. Hey, can't you do that in Nevada?
In Nevada.
I don't think it's legal, but they probably do it because they are just so open.
Right.
But yeah, I would. Atlanta versus LA. LA has so much. It's so beautiful there. But as far as race, I gotta stick with my black people in Atlanta. It was so hard being out there, being in LA, because sometimes you're literally the only black person. Like, and this happens a lot.
I'm cool with that, but that's not comfortable.
It's not comfortable, and you feel, you know, like
they be looking at you.
And they ask
it's
you
everywhere
questions.
though. Like, it's the grocery store, it's the restaurants, it's the stores, the malls. Like, it's literally, it's, can I touch your hair? Is that yours? Who's your? I can go on and on with questions. But definitely, like, it was. I was happy to come back and see Atlanta and see black people. And see a beauty supply store that I can actually buy hair products from.
That's owned by the Asians.
See somebody with their kid. See a mama with their kid in a McDonald's line. I'm comfortable.
Right.
That's where I feel at home.
Feel safest.
I feel safest in and out. We back.
Where I got it from.
Oh, that's where you got it from?
Circle, square. Circle, square. Oh, was it X? It was X. You picked up the X.
No, yeah, pick it away. Okay. Anyway, NFL has had a history of different things that have gone on within their organization. Most of the time, it has to do with people they're dealing with that's closest to them. And then most of the time, and as in, I say the recent last 10 years, there's been a domestic violence problem.
Like every year.
In the NFL, yeah, pretty much every year there's something new that comes out, and the most recent one was actually Kansas City running back Kareem Hunt. And
my dog. I had him on my fantasy.
If you got him on your fantasy, well, now you need to do something because he's not playing anymore.
I was sweating. I had to get backups quick.
You got to get backups because Kareem Hunt was actually released from the Kansas City Chiefs, lieu a domestic violence spat with a. I mean, now it looks just like a random like white girl groupie, whatever, at a hotel. So, from a standpoint, if you have seen the video, to me, it just looks like, and I'll give everybody the chance to get their take on it, but to me, it just looks like people, I mean, they're probably drinking and all that other stuff, but the argument just escalated a little too much, and then he's stronger than everybody, so anything he does is just going to be extreme. Now, I don't know what happened prior to the cameras that we see, but to me it didn't look like he hit her. Yes, he was doing a lot of pushing, and he did a little like dog kick at the end that you do to a little dog when they try to get it
Like,
ass out of here. Like
the faintest kick
right.
ever.
It was a real small kick, but to me it wasn't that bad. So, and this is not like a condoning domestic violence, but it's basically just saying like, did the NFL, in your opinion, Jonte first, do you think they let him go just because they can't do nothing with domestic violence no more, or do you think from that video they just said, okay, this was very, very bad and we gotta let him go?
I mean, they trying to have a zero tolerance rule now. So anything that comes up, they're gonna try to kick everybody out. But they don't even be hearing the side of the story. Like, I want to know what happened. What did she say? You know what I'm saying? Was this warranted? Because that shit could be warranted. Like,
what do you mean warranted?
Like, if she called him out his name, or you know, I looked at the video and he looked like he came around the corner and said, "Come on, man." So, from my perspective, "Come on, man" mean chill out, let it go, LIG. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Bruh, she ain't let it go. She kept pushing and all this and smacking him across the head. And I don't know. So the video didn't do. I can't make no decision off that video.
Okay. So, yes. What did you think about the video just off of? What was your initial reaction to seeing it?
Well, my initial reaction to seeing it is, I didn't really. It was definitely domestic violence because he did like kick her, and it was some pushing involved. But I don't think it was something that they should have necessarily let him go for, or that it should be like. Maybe I don't want to, because talking about domestic violence is a sensitive topic, because I don't want to make the victims feel like, oh well, that's how you feel, you know, about.
Right.
But I think that the kick, okay, it was a little kick, but I feel like there's been a lot of domestic violence against so many people this year that it's just like, okay, this kick. Really, like, you guys kick him off or all, like. And
they call it, and he kicked a woman.
Right.
Like.
I thought I was gonna see him kick her.
Something.
Right. I thought I was gonna see him kick her in the face or something like that. So I was kind of scared. But then when I seen the kick, it just was like.
It was literally like he just put his leg out. Like it wasn't no type of force or whatever. Question number 2. Yes. If let's just say you and you have a boyfriend and y'all get into something like that. Let's say he plays in the league. Y'all get into something like that, like the video we saw. Would you be mad at the team for kicking him off because of that?
If I was her, I wouldn't be mad. I would just be a little bit of like disappointed, kind of. I would be more of like, oh man, I can't believe this is happening. Just because. You know, when you're a couple, when, you know, you get in arguments all the time when you're a couple, like, you know, disagreements happen. Nobody has the right to put their hands on you, whether it's a woman putting her hands on a man or a man putting his hands on a woman. I feel like sometimes women get a little out of hand with hitting as well. And I feel like just because you're a woman, that doesn't mean, and that doesn't make it okay for you to put your hands on anybody. Because not all men were taught, don't put your hand on a woman. Not all men were taught that. And not all men... All men may have been taught that, but not all men agree with it, or not all men want to do that, or, you know what I'm saying, it's their choice. So I feel like as a woman, you know, we got to keep our hands to ourselves too, because that's very important, because sometimes you can trigger somebody, or you don't know what somebody's going through in their head.
Now, this, okay, domestic violence is between man and woman. It doesn't have to be a relationship.
Well, technically, yeah, but if it's going to be between, it technically does have to be a relationship, but it's just loosely used now. So
yeah, because that
so, I mean, it's more like assault.
Yeah, right. it is.
That was an assault.
Yeah,
it is domestic violence.
Yeah, it's not domestic violence,
right.
but that's what they're going to put it as.
Right.
Domestic violence, blah blah blah.
Because that, like, what I meant to say was that assault was warranted.
the assault.
But domestic violence, I don't think is ever warranted. Like,
Right.
I don't understand how people can get so upset, especially men. How can you get so upset at a woman that you can like ball your fist? Like, dog, relax, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you're in the NFL.
Especially if you're in the NFL. You know you 3 billion times stronger.
Y'all run into Aaron Donald.
Like, they say a tackle is like a car crash.
Yeah.
So, half of that, like, that's like a baseball bat. You know what I'm saying? You do that to a woman.
Well,
I feel like a lot of this with like the people who are in that entertainment business, as far as even sports too, or entertainment. I feel like a lot of the stuff. First of all, a lot of stuff they do is gonna be dramatized by 10. So it could be that kick, and it's gonna be like, oh my God, he kicked her in the face.
Right.
Her
Like,
nose
this was
is
some type of
bleeding.
street
You know what I'm
fighter.
saying? So I just feel like with that limelight, it just comes with like everybody else putting their, feel into it. So I just feel like
but
we
I
don't
feel
know.
into it. What?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry. Well, not like that. Like I'm just saying, like
What
we
you
don't
say?
know
Oh,
what
Phil, you
people.
into it too? Phil,
We don't know what
you got a video
is
about the surface
actually.
butt.
We don't know what actually is going on in these videos. We don't know what they're saying. We don't know who's doing what. We don't know what happened moments before. We just see the actual what's going on then. So we don't know what she did to him, and we don't know what what happened.
She looked like the aggressive.
Yeah,
So-
these domestic violence things are, or whatever you want to call it, these spats with women. One, you as a man, you sometimes you have to just control yourself a little bit more, especially if you're in these big arena leagues.
Right, and you
I mean,
know,
you just
like,
have to. You
come on.
absolutely have to. I mean, there's too many camera phones. One.
It's too
So
many
I mean,
camera
you see the
phones.
dude had to snatch the camera from the
You're in
girl
a
or whatever,
hotel.
and then you're in a hotel in the area where they have to
In the
put
lobby.
cameras.
Right.
Like, so that's bad. Like you just gotta control yourself. Blah blah blah. My only problem with these things that I see and these domestic things and is when I see the girls.
The girls who be fighting.
You couldn't find nobody else. So you got the 7.
I told you what that was, man. The bad women.
Why you get the degular? Why you hitting the degular one? First of all, why you that mad? So are you mad that if she denies you or what now or what is it?
Like-
you tell me, cause I can't just get mad if you degular. Just leave.
So you said he mad because she was regular and she denied him?
I maybe. Shit, ain't that what?
Feel good theory.
Ain't that happened with Kobe? Ain't that what happened with Kobe? Did he get mad because she denied him or whatever?
No, that was Kobe
What was
hit
it?
that.
What you thought it for?
Kobe hit that.
Oh yeah, and then she said no the second time. Then he was like, no, please.
Nah,
That don't happen.
she probably want some money or something.
Okay, so so that's a good point. So do you think a lot of these women are doing this on purpose at all? Like if you find out, so say you're a girl or whatever in a hotel with some NFL players, you find out one of them is Kareem Hunt. And you say, oh damn, it is Kareem Hunt. And then you say, Kareem Hunt net worth. And you say, oh, he just got a new contract for blah blah blah. Pussy nigga, you like.
I mean, but how?
I can't see nobody doing it
How
because
slow do you have to be to go?
want to get
first
hit
of all,
by an NFL
exactly.
player.
Like, if you're first of all, and I'm like, as a woman, why would you? If I'm gonna get you for some money, I'm gonna get that child support check. I don't want no money from you hitting me.
You heal.
No, I don't want. That's court cases. There's so much going on. Like,
It's probably them out there, but they be the real skeezers, like
right.
The
To
real-
you be, you got
The real what? The real
the
skeezers.
real skeezers.
I'm dead.
They be trying to set you up. But the degulas, they'll be on that. They just be like, oh, no, you can't run it. You know what I mean? That's like.
Wait, what?
No, I'm not feeling this. I'm offended. Look, then it's a fight.
It's just something.
Yeah, I mean, most of it, of course, is probably alcohol related, and just because people just can't control themselves.
See, that's never taken into account.
When that's part of it. So, I mean, you can take it into account, but it still don't matter. Like, the stigma is on the NFL now. So now you can't do nothing.
Right.
Like, we gave y'all chances. We gave y'all OJ first. Then we gave y'all Ray Lewis second. We letting y'all kill people every 20 years.
One per team.
So ain't no more chances that.
I'm talking about zero tolerance.
So now, especially where we are in society now with social media and this and that, they just can't let stuff slide no more. Ray Rice. They couldn't, even though he got another chance. They can't let nothing slide no more.
Especially if you kneel.
Especially, that's what I'm about to say. I'm still off the NFL for it. I mean, if I might see it if I go to somebody's house, but I'm still not tuning in because I'm with Cap. I still ain't forgot you. Okay? So,
I ain't forgot you either.
he ain't forgot you either. Like, you just watch every Sunday.
I got fantasy, man.
Oh yeah, you do have fantasy. I didn't do fantasy. So, just for that reason, I didn't do fantasy. But are you winning fantasy?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm at least top 5 in all of these.
Are you still obsessing over followers over there? So now she's gonna do this for the next 2 hours.
Because I want them to follow me. Do not follow me and have me following you. If you're
Okay,
not
she
following
said y'all better follow her or
Hey, we don't play them games.
Hey,
me,
if
I
she
gotta follow everybody. I gotta follow 600 people.
if she follow you, hey, you got like 2 days.
You
to follow her back.
You're on the countdown.
Cause now she got the app.
No,
So
you
now
Nah, I ain't following nobody back for the rest of the year. All 2019, I ain't following nobody back. So, period.
so y'all done made that mad. Now she's offended.
She got 31 days of no friends.
Follow, exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
just don't hit me.
Got you.
We gonna call this D-Follow December.
Right.
You follow December.
That's not a word. D-Follow them.
Deflower December.
Oh, and that's a
No side.
I'm dead.
We out.